What's going on? It is Monday, and I thought I liked the angle from last week, so I think I'm going to keep it. So we've all doubted at some point. Picture this. You're John the Baptist, you're a miracle child, literally. You spend a significant portion of your life in the desert, you wear camel for clothes, and grasshoppers and honey are your diet. And you've given your whole life to one message: the Messiah is coming. And Jesus shows up on the scene. You get the pleasure of baptizing him, and he is everything that you dreamed that he could be. You start to recall scriptures that were written 700 years ago, and you just start to see that he fulfills so much of what you've hoped for. Jesus travels around, and the blind see, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, the dead are raised, and the poor have good news. There's only one problem. He also promised to set the captives free, and you're in jail. John, in my opinion, has legal grounds to doubt God. I mean, he went all in on God, and while some things are working out, the issues that are closest to him aren't. He's in jail. And there's sort of two interesting things in my mind. I think that God's value for freedom is stunning. First, he addresses John's doubt. Kind of. John actually sends his disciples to check on Jesus and ask him, have I been wasting my time with Jesus? Is he the real deal? And Jesus answers him in a way that still gives John choice. Jesus very well could have given John a straightforward answer and just said, yes, I am the Messiah, no need to worry, chill out. Instead, he asked John to recall the things that he does know about Jesus. Blind see, the lame walk, the dead are raised, and the poor have good news. I mean, it's amazing to me that Jesus points John back to the evidence and allows John to continue to make the choice about his own belief. And I guess this isn't really an easy answer, because a lot of the times when we're facing doubt, we want this black or white concrete answer from God. And we try to force God's hand to satisfy our doubts. But instead of being forced, he calls on us to recall the evidence that is in front of us. And the second thing that Jesus does is incredibly amazing. He publicly brags about John to everyone. Right after sending John's disciples back to reconsider the evidence, the way I picture it is he turns around and just starts bragging on John to everybody. Jesus says, of all the people born of a woman, and that means everybody, none is greater than John. There's basically three things that I want you to know about doubt. And the first is that you're not the first and you're not going to be the last. The second is Jesus isn't going to bend to the are you real test that we put him through. You know, those tests that say, well, God, if you're real, you need to do this. God isn't going to bend to our tests. I mean, except for when he does, and those times are really cool. But even in that, sometimes we overthink it, and we say, oh, well, maybe that was a coincidence. But the last thing I want you to know is that Jesus brags about you right now. He isn't ashamed of your doubt. Doubt is okay. In fact, I think that God is actually honored by your value for truth and your pursuit of truth. As a result, he's okay with doubt. And to quote a best friend, his shoulders are big enough.